Alright, what am I doing here at Jackson Boulevard Pizza? Well, first, looks fucking awesome. And second of all, that's really bright. Regardless, I'm here at Samgakji Station. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I have a mission today. I'm not here for Samgakji. I'm going to Yongsan Station. I brought my tent. And that's it. My phone's at home. I'm going 2 nights, tonight, Friday, Saturday night in Chuncheon. No phone, and when I get there on the train, I can't take any buses or taxis in the city. I take the train home, obviously. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat some pizza, and then we'll see what happens when I get to Chuncheon. Alright, I might as well do a quick review. It's gonna be all dakgalbi and fucking makguksu when I get to Chuncheon. So, this is called The Legend. It's got basil pesto, mascarpone on it. Still tomato sauce, but there's a good dose of pesto in there too. God, it's pretty goddamn good. Oh! The mascarpone's hot. Oh. So that's the one I got. Holy shit. That was a good pizza, man. Like, I'm pretty damn pumped. I wanted to get the Greek one. This has zucchinis on it, which I'm not a huge fan of. Next time, actually I was wrong. There was no tomato sauce on this one. It was just pesto. I want to get one of the, maybe a pepperoni one next time. But man, highly recommend. Highly. This is so fucking ridiculous. Every year I come, I don't even plan. I come and the marathon's happening. Like, I don't know if it's my subconscious. I swear, for the last 4 years, I've come and been like, oh shit, the marathon's happening when I'm here. And it's happening again, tomorrow. This is fucking absurd. I never ever plan. I'm not running in the marathon. I'm not gonna watch. I mean, good for them, but I'm not gonna watch a bunch of people running. Like, but yeah, every friggin' year. Every year, randomly I come and it's the fucking marathon. It's absurd. Anyway, got my tent. We're gonna go down to the river and then set up the tent and we'll see what happens. There's some campers down there. There's the bridge. Looks nice, right? So basically this is the Han River if you go north enough. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find, I don't know. There's people camping down there. I could just go down there. And, you know, I'm not worried about safety or anything, but, you know, safety in numbers, I guess. There's very little light. Regardless, I'll show you what I got. So, I got a yoga mat. I have a Columbia winter jacket to put over top of me. I'm not gonna wear it around town, it's too hot, but here, watch this. This is my tent. It's a child could do this. I now have a tent. There's home. There it is. I'll just leave it. Like, I left my clothes in there too. It doesn't matter. Who's gonna steal? Ooh, look, a shirt. No one's gonna fuck with it, so. Basically, I'm gonna go into town, have a beer at the CU, read a little bit. I have zero plans for tomorrow. And there's 2 things I need to do, so I shouldn't say zero, but because I don't have a phone, I basically put my Facebook wall to, I'm gonna be at Gamja Island Brewery at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Don't even tell me if you're coming. If you're there, you're there. This is any of my friends. No one's gonna come. But there's always the off chance that people aren't telling me and they want to surprise me or something. I'm expecting 0 people. But also in the Chuncheon group, I put a notice out that said, I'm gonna be at the giant golden cock of Chuncheon, the golden rooster outside the Dakgalbi Street at 7 p.m. And I'm gonna have a liter of my homemade samyangju. So I think there's a chance people would come to that. Free booze, right? Homemade too. So we'll see. I think maybe someone will show up to that, but those are my only plans tomorrow. I want to go to the craft beer bar later at night, Goosebumps, so I'll definitely film there. But yeah, let's go into town, see what we can find. It's dark and it's boring, so I'll be back. Chuncheon Station is like so fucking weirdly placed too. Like, there's nothing. This is Chuncheon Station. Now, of course, I'm on one side of the tracks, but I'll show you the other side in a second. I'm not going to, but I totally could. but I'm not going to. I just reached for my phone, like just out of habit. It's gonna be a long weekend. And here's the other side. There's nothing. There's nothing here. It's all way over there. I'm on a crime spree. Who's gonna stop me? Oh God. Hey you. Yeah, you. Young couples. Quick. Have 3 kids. Home. So, why am I doing this? Well, one could say if you see me on the internet, and if you watch me on YouTube, I'm sure you see me on the internet somewhere, terminally online. Always just, you know, I think all of us are. I mean, obviously there are people who aren't. But I think it's a bigger problem than a lot of people would like to admit. And just, you know, I like a challenge. I ate the spicy chip, right? So, you know, go, tent, 2 nights, no phone. I have to walk everywhere. Last time I came to Chuncheon, I walked everywhere and I couldn't walk on the last day, so I'll try not to go that far. Remember kids, always poop. Pooping's important. So, we're just gonna chill out here. I only know the best places in Chuncheon, right? I figured I'm here, I might as well drink a squeeze. I'm not gonna go to the brewery this time, so I might as well have one at the CU. It's the Black Hook Make-Two. And it's October, so I thought I'd get a German thing. This is not an Oktoberfest beer, but it's one of the most popular Oktoberfest companies that have a tent there. So this is their Münchner Helles Munich Lager. So, yeah. Fuck, this thing was canned January 2nd of this year. That's literally 10.5 months ago. So, tonight the temperature is supposed to go down to about 9 degrees. I have no way of checking that, but that's what it said today in the afternoon, so I'll assume that's correct. Yeah. And then tomorrow I'll wake up. I got an alarm on my watch for 9. I need to be up at 9 too on Sunday because I'm taking the train to Chuncheon to visit a few friends. Great. Germans and the malts. Oh, it reminds me of like a golden field of bread. There's a little bit of like earthy mintiness from the hops, but it's so minute. It's a lager, right? Germans don't go crazy with their hops, usually. But yeah, just like a big bread field that you run through, like just pushing bread out of the way. This video is going to be more relaxed. I don't know what format. I don't know how long it'll be. Maybe it'll be 3 12 minutes. Or I'll make one giant 40-minute one. I have no idea. Just going to take it as it comes. I'd like to give a shout out to this guy, Michael Palin. One of the absolute biggest influences on my life. Without a doubt. There's a couple of people, other than family and stuff like that. But he's infamously from Monty Python. He, after all that, in like the late 80s, early 90s, he had like travel shows. And so my parents would record these on VHS and I'd watch them over and over. Then he did one where he started at the North Pole and he went to the South Pole, went through Russia and Finland and then Africa and all the way down through Turkey too. And then he did it around the world in 80 days and retraced the route. And these things, he can't fly, right? That would defeat the whole point if he flew. Who would watch that? It's pointless. But, yeah, so boats and trains and stuff. There's a cat. Anyway, so, yeah, like he made me, I wouldn't even say he made me want to travel. I never really traveled a lot when I was like a teen or like a young adult. But he made me interested in other places, which of course leads to politics and stuff, so I got a political science degree. Deus Ex, the video game, actually has a massive influence on why I have a political science degree. It's very conspiratorial, and I'm not a big conspiracy nut, but the way they talked about politics and power and stuff, it made me interested in that when I was, I guess, 16 or 17. My brother had it on his computer, so I played it. Best game of all time, by the way. So, anyway, Michael Palin, massive influence. Anthony Bourdain, massive influence. Bowie and Dylan, massive influences. Yeah, I could name more, but I have to think about it. Anyway, gonna read a bit of this and enjoy my lager. The problem is I have like 2 more days and I started this book on the train and I'm like a third done, so fuck. It's not heavy reading at all. It's about his trip to North Korea. Like I said, he traveled, right? But I might be in trouble. This is literally the only thing I have to do other than like going around and doing like active physical stuff. See how my zoom lens fares for this cat. Get back here. So I'm in the tent. I look a bit ridiculous, but c'est la vie. I got 18,000 steps in yesterday. And yeah, walked back. I got some water. And yeah, my alarm is set on my watch for 9 a.m. and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Good night. It's not cold at all. It really, at least for me, I don't know, but perfectly fine.